My success is pretty much all down to my mum. She is literally my superhero. We lived about 45 minutes away from the swimming pool when I was growing up. So my mum was getting up at 4:30 in the morning, taking me training. She would then she gave up her job just because it was so much time in the car. I've got two sisters as well, and she never neglected them or took them for granted, even though she was ferrying me around to training and competitions, and she gave each of us so much time and dedication. And she had to become my nutritionist, my physio, my taxi driver, my financial support, my emotional support. She literally became everything. And I leave two of my Olympic medals actually at my mum and dad's. As I say, they're half theirs just as much as they are mine, so they deserve to have the medals just as much as I do. My mum has always just given me just so much love and so much honesty. We're a bit too honest in our family, but she's always kind of brought me up to just be honest about everything. Some people do sometimes see it as a bad thing, as I am sometimes a bit too opinionated, but I love the fact that it's given that. There's no kind of grey line in our family. We're very black and white, and I love that, and I love that we are like that, and very much taught to listen to our gut. And I think as an athlete that really helps me to trust my own instincts and to go with my own kind of, right, I should do this and that, my own morals. And my mum has been the one that's kind of fundamentally driven that. And now I hope to pass that on to my daughter as well, about kind of being honest, listening to yourself, trusting yourself as well. And I think that's a very difficult thing to do, is always trust your gut, and yet I do, and that's all because of my mum. And especially since giving birth and becoming a mum myself, I feel like it has really bonded us in a totally different way. My mum is the only person in the world that I trust to go to for advice on my daughter if I'm ever struggling with something. And so many people throw their opinions at you when you become a mum, yet I just trust my mum's wholeheartedly, and she's the sole person that I go to. And it's lovely to now see her be a grandma to my daughter, and she just absolutely loves her, and it's just the best that we all get to be together and we all just have such a good time. The thing that surprised me the most about becoming a mum is just how much it changes you as a person. I think I've always been quite tough. I've always been seen as I would be the bad cop as the parent. I would always be the one telling them off and kind of keeping them in check. And actually, I became a mum, and this kind of really soft side came out of me that I never expected to have. I'm not massively maternal, but since giving birth and having my daughter, I've become very much more maternal. I just want to protect her from everything, and I worry about her all the time. And I'm like, I always say to my mum, it's like, is this just what being a mum is, that you just worry? And she's like, yeah, that never goes away. And I love that it's shown a kind of different side of me, a soft side, that I can be those things, not just kind of the tough, hard nails athlete, that there's a different side of me.